He dropped 55, and he made a move to get to the free throw line, and I thought he was going up for the shot, and I go to try to block the shot. He dishes it off to Bill Winnington. He dunks it. That game was the coming out party for him. He showed the league, the world, that he was still great, and he went on to win 3 more championships. According to him, he retired for 2 years to give the rest of us an opportunity to try to win a title. And according to him, I didn't take advantage of it, so he had to come back to show the world that he's the man.
That's funny.
The great city of New York is our host today as we settle in for the action here in the home of the Knicks. Good evening, everyone. With Clark Kellogg and Coach Mike Fratello, this is Kevin Harlan. On our sidelines tonight reporting, David Aldridge. We've got a major game on the road tonight for the Bulls. Mike, they're taking on their Eastern Conference rivals.
Not ready to get 99. All back.
The New York Knicks.
And it's Michael Jordan who really has his work cut out for him in this one. Only his 5th game back since his big return. And he has to take on a very physical and intimidating Knicks squad.
I think this game cannot get enough build-up. It's going to be a beauty. Clark, let's widen the lens and look at the bigger picture. This game has potential conference implications.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right. For both teams, this game is a twofer. So a chance here for either team to protect or improve where they are in the standings. And because of that and just the fact that these teams are so competitive, it's going to be a hard-fought, entertaining game.
Going over the starting lineup for the Bulls, it's P.J. Armstrong at the point. Then the dynamic duo of Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen. Then it's Tony Kukoc at the 4. Down low, they've got Will Perdue. For the Knicks, they'll start off with Derek Harper and John Starks in the backcourt, with Anthony Bonner and Charles Oakley at the 3 and 4. And at center, Patrick Ewing.
It's going to be interesting to see how Jordan takes on this Knicks team. Will he try to outsmart New York, or is he ready to go toe-to-toe?
The 3, and the Bulls another 3.
Right from the start, they set the tone and were the more dominant team.
I love how they've looked right from the tip, doing an amazing job building this lead.
Fast break, here comes Chicago. Armstrong kicks to Jordan. Michael Jordan all over.
They scored 55 points.
Starts in this one. No answers for him so far.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. I mean, they simply can't miss right now.
And Jordan renewing old acquaintances. And for more on that, let's bring in David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. When Jordan left the NBA, few guys could guard him as well one-on-one as John Starks. Part of Starks' success was that he was able to hand-check Jordan effectively. But now with the rules changes to hand-checking, Starks will have to find a different approach. We'll see if he can adapt and come up with similar results. Kevin, back to you.
Yeah, one of the interesting stories, David, thank you. And we know Jordan, Mike, has only been back a handful of games. One of those interesting stories, will Starks be just as effective tonight as he was when Jordan was playing years ago?
Well, there are lots of factors beyond just the rule change. Starks is just as out of practice guarding Jordan as Jordan is being guarded. I don't think they guarded you on the baseball field. No. So it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's going to be fascinating to watch. Ewing can't get it to go. You talk about a hostile crowd, Coach. These Knicks fans are going to be very vocal, it seems, all game long.
It's part of what makes Knicks home games so intimidating. Just being in this building can give teams nerves. And it could be a factor for the Bulls in this one if they let the crowd get under their skin.
Yep. And here's Starks following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. From deep three-point range, another 3 for Chicago.
Just 2 days ago, Jordan hit a buzzer beater to steal the win off the Atlanta Hawks. Not bad for only your 4th game back in the NBA.
You know, he also, Mike, was the leading scorer in that game as well, racking up 32 points. Chicago fans were very glad to see him show up like that in the clutch.
Drains the three-pointer.
And you see Jordan wearing number 45 out there. The same number he was wearing on the baseball diamond. Not his usual 23.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, if he wanted to be 23 again, he'd have to pull it down from the rafters back home. He retired, so they retired his jersey. But it's still a little weird to see him wearing 45.
Catching up on the changes for New York.
Yeah, but he goes back to
Smith
23.
checked in for Oakley. And Anthony
Goes back
subbed
to
in for
23
Derek
this
Harper.
season.
And the Bulls making a change also. Longley's checked in. Here is Bonner. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Starks. Knocks it loose. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Good job.
There's 42 seconds left in the first quarter. Big expectations for Michael Jordan tonight, Coach, especially on the offensive end of things.
Yeah, people are hoping his explosiveness returns. They want to see the guy who can drop 40-plus points in a night like it's nothing.
And here is Anthony following the three-pointer by Michael Jordan. And there it is for him.
Doing it all alone. That's a nice play by Armstrong both ways.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
With the lead they have, you might think they'd start to settle, but they are still going at the rim.
And here's Jordan outside. With that basket, Michael Jordan putting up the most points since his return. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jordan. And Jordan throws it down.
Love seeing Jordan use that extraordinary quickness to come up with the steals. An outstanding defensive play.
And so it's Chicago, sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way. Welcome back, everyone, to New York City, where the Chicago Bulls are taking on the New York Knicks. And our second quarter is getting going here. Here's Starks. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
The atmosphere in this building right now is fantastic as we go into the second quarter. This New York crowd is making noise and letting their Knicks know they've got their back.
Derek Harper's checked in for the Knicks. And it's Bonner in the corner. Clock at 4. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
I know why it's
the energy of
doing
these New York home games, Clark, it is one of a kind.
Well, it's a special place. The fans really know the game and love it. And this is what basketball is all about to me. Two great teams going at it while the fans are being heard loud and clear.
Yep, they know the game so well. You're so right. Ewing is out there with Smith. Then there's Hubert Davis. Then it's Bonner. And it's Harper in at the 1 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Oh, Mike, what a fantastic first quarter Jordan had on the offensive end of things.
He's scoring.
We all know the scoring record for this building, and Jordan is flirting with it right now.
One thing that hasn't suffered with Jordan since his leave of absence is efficiency from the free throw line. He enters this game having only missed 5 of about 30 total attempts. That's pretty good.
Jordan's free throw shooting has always been a hallmark of his game, averaging around 84% on shots from the stripe. That muscle memory clearly serving him well.
Blunt, he's checked in for the Bulls. Ewing, the pass to Davis. Over to the wing. With the fadeaway. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Now the Bulls with it. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Well, Clark, in the first quarter, Starks didn't seem to give Michael Jordan too much trouble.
No, he certainly didn't, Kevin, and that's a credit to Michael Jordan. I think Starks didn't expect Jordan to be as sharp as he was. He's going to have to turn it up defensively if he's going to disrupt MJ.
Really amp it up, you're right. Smith, no luck.
Struggling to find their flow while the other team is on the roll.
Wow, just one more point for Jordan to tie the record in this building. What a game so far for Michael Jordan, coach. He's playing very assertively on offense.
And Patrick Ewing has not been able to.
Jordan breaking his own record and setting a new one here in the Big Apple.
Excellent pressure from Armstrong wins him the steal, and he knows just what to do with it.
Harper kicks to Bonner. Pippen with the steal. And again, Chicago running the court in transition. The record continues to climb for Michael Jordan.
Boy, are they locked in on offense, knocking down every shot right now.
And the other team has to step it up on defense. No excuse letting them torch you like this.
You know, looking at this Knicks team, this is the first time they've really been at full strength this season. Injuries really took its toll on them.
And now let's check in with David Aldridge. David, what do you have?
Thanks, Kevin. Now, since Jordan's big return, Chicago is just 2-2. From what I'm overhearing in the huddle, they think this could be a big night. Guys?
Wouldn't that be something, David? Thanks for that. Mike, sounds like the Bulls have a lot of good energy right now.
A win here would certainly be a statement. It would also help show people that MJ is back.
Yeah.
And that these Bulls mean business.
Big time, you're right. Coach, now that injuries are hopefully behind them, is it smooth sailing for these Knicks?
Well, now they have to get used to these new lineups fast because the postseason is not a place to be figuring things out. So hopefully they click in the next few games.
They're going to have to. That's tipped. All by himself. From deep. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
And Jordan understands when to shoot from deep. His shot selection is really fantastic. It makes you feel a little nostalgic to see Michael Jordan back in New York, a place where he's been a part of some heated and iconic games against the Knicks.
A different look for New York. Charles Oakley, he's checked in for Smith. And Starks is subbed in for Derek Harper. And Chicago also making a switch. Wennington, he's checked in for Luke
Nobody wanted
Longley.
to jump up there?
And the high-flying antics of Jordan, simply awesome.
Now the Knicks with it. John Starks on the wing. He's covered by Armstrong. Starks dishes to Davis. Back to Starks. Just 5 to shoot. To stop the run, it's deflected, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Not letting John Starks do nothing.
17 seconds left here in the second. From deep, Jordan, another three for Chicago.
You know, you can feel they're starting to take control of this one. You just get the sense they've got their hands on the steering wheel nice and tight.
And their play on the offensive end, it's the biggest reason they're winning.
Hey, the field goal percentages tell the full story. One team is playing more smart and efficient basketball.
And the other, not so smart. They're playing too fast, not getting good looks, forcing things.
Michael Jordan getting it done for the Chicago Bulls. A sensational night, the Brooklyn Bridge and the lights of New York City. A brisk 51 degrees outside as we get set to start the second half. Welcome back, everyone, to New York, with the Knicks taking on a head-to-head battle with the Chicago Bulls. It's been another memorable Knicks home game so far. And here are the Knicks.
How great is it to see Michael Jordan back in his Bulls uniform? I mean, this is a team he's led to some incredible highs. And you can already see guys feeding off his energy, his talent, and his competitive spirit.
We go now to David Aldridge on the sideline. Dave, what do you have for us?
Thank you, Kevin. Now, as the Bulls get back on the floor, you remember that there's been lots of turnover since Jordan left. There are 8 players on this team who have never played with Michael before. So that could and probably will affect their on-court chemistry. There's still a lot for Jordan and these Bulls to get reaccustomed to. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. 8 guys. Mike is a significant chunk of the bench, isn't it?
A lot of trust that needs to be built there. And they can't have it done in just 4 games. So it might be a factor tonight.
Yeah, something the Bears watching for sure. So for Chicago right now, we've got Purdue. Tony Kukoc is out there with Pippen. Then it's Jordan. And it's Armstrong in at the point guard. Starks the pass to Harper. The feed to Ewing. Starks outside. 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Nothing falling for Starks in this one. His slump continues. The drive by Jordan.
And perhaps the coach lit a fire under him at halftime because they have owned this third quarter.
Bro, I just dunked over him.
And it's important for them to keep it going. Can't show any signs of slowing down. You know, I gotta say, Michael Jordan has looked good since making his return to the league. Generally speaking, we just weren't really sure what we could expect from him.
On the wing, Ewing. And he drops it in from the low post. Ewing's got 6.
Very self-confident in the paint. Ewing excels at scoring close to the hoop.
You know, Clark, Jordan has had to get back up to speed since returning to the NBA.
No doubt about it. Only 7 for 28 from the floor in his first game back. Clearly some rust there, and it ended up being a loss, but he's bounced back and is looking more and more like the MJ we remember now.
Well said. Bulls seem to be doing everything, Mike, they can to silence this New York crowd.
Yeah, if these fans are bothering them, they're doing a great job hiding it. And nothing shuts up a crowd like the opposing team having control of the game.
And they've got control right now. Pass to Starks. Poked away and stolen by Jordan. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Jordan. Oh! Wow! My goodness!
Man!
When it's Jordan in the open court, get ready for a show.
Knocked away. Harper against Jordan. Starks, right side. Shot clock at 6. New York again turning it over. A different look for New York. Smith comes in for Oakley, and Anthony subbed in for Derek Harper. And a change for the Bulls. Luke Longley's checked in for Purdue.
These are two teams we've seen clash many times, including when the Knicks defeated the Bulls in last year's playoffs. Fiercely competitive series.
Again and again, round and round we go. This guy is knocking down those triples.
Beyond the points, he also provides spacing to this offense.
And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. And New York making a change here. Davis is checked in, and then for Chicago. Wennington, he's checked in for Kukoc. And Steve Kerr is subbed in for Armstrong. Starks against Jordan. It's the three-point bomb. Last season, the Knicks were able to overcome Chicago in the playoffs, Clark, and this year could be a lot different with Michael Jordan back.
Well, I understand the sentiment. We'll just have to wait and see on that one, though. But really, every time they meet, these two teams bring playoff intensity, and that's what makes it the rivalry that it is.
Get that out of here.
Great rivalry indeed. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
Shit out of here,
and right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself into position, and then was able to make the play.
There's 38 seconds left to play in the third.
Pippen known as a lockdown defender, and with good reason. He has great length and quickness and outstanding defensive instincts, which annoy shooters.
Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, they have been raining threes here in the second half.
And when a team is locked in like this from outside, they become hard to beat.
Outside, Ewing. Inside, tipped away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jordan. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Ewing. Shoots over Longley.
Nice contest from Longley, using his size and length to bother that shot.
And so it's Chicago, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Welcome, everyone, for the fourth quarter here in New York. It's been a great game here today so far, with the Knicks going up against the Bulls, with all eyes on the returning Michael Jordan. And it's Michael Jordan, coach, who has looked firmly in control in the back half of this game.
Meanwhile, Ewing has kind of been diminished out there. Not much of a contest right now between these two stars. As we get into the home stretch here, the question of whether or not Jordan has his legs back is a little more important.
Anthony is out there with Hubert Davis. Then it's Williams. Then it's Smith. And it's Williams at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now. And he's good on the 3 ball.
This New York crowd has been quieted down. Jordan single-handedly responsible for that.
But Clark, in a competitive game, Jordan might just have to tough it out on the floor.
You know, some guys think the only way to get in real basketball shape is to play the games, and I'm in that camp. And certainly if that's true, then Jordan probably wants to get as much action as he can, since he's looking to get playoff ready.
And I know he cannot wait. Coach, the Knicks' legendary home court advantage not seeming like such a factor right now.
No, it is not. The Bulls have...
Oh, my goodness! Come on now.
Oh, Jordan snags it in the bucket.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Anthony drawing the double team. Williams finds Anthony. Looking to end the run, and it's denied.
That was tough to watch. He takes it all the way to the cup and just can't finish the job.
And here's Jordan outside. Another 3 for Chicago.
Playing well on both ends of the floor, stifling defense and dangerous O. That's a heck of a combo.
That's what has built this lead.
Coach, you know, the Bulls really did a solid job chasing Starks off the perimeter in this game.
Terrific defensive pressure to limit his output from range. Chicago knew that was part of Starks' game that they wanted to target, and they've managed to shut it down effectively.
You bet they did. They get a hand on it. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way, and Jordan slams it in.
He is certainly a dominant player. Michael Jordan, when he's in the zone, unstoppable.
Here's Anthony. Jordan with it. Now Anthony defending. And here we go. Jordan going to the hoop. Another 3 for Chicago.
It's been a barrage of threes here in this last quarter, pouring it on from deep.
They were saving their best shooting for last, hitting 3 after 3.
Anthony finds Smith. Back to Anthony. Passes it to Davis. 6 to shoot. New York moving the ball around. Now the pass to Anthony to stop the drought. And it's Jordan with the rebound. And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
And again, Chicago running the court in transition. Kerr dishes to Jordan. For the 3, another 3 for Chicago.
I like that they're putting in the work, trying to build this lead out.
Because in the NBA, no lead is safe.
There's the drive, and then slammed in by Jordan.
Not coasting to victory, they're running through the tape. Run through that finish line.
Yep, we're
That's
just
how
trying
you
to
do
get this over
it.
with.
Keep it going through the checkered flag.
Anthony kicks to Williams.
Over with the moment the game starts.
Smith in the post, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Able to punch it inside. Nice execution offensively.
Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Backed up.
Rolling towards the rim with momentum. Jordan is an absolute terror on the drive.
Clark, their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yes, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, they've made some outstanding plays, but way too many turnovers as well.
Davis surveying the floor. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Smith. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Jordan outside.
That was bullshit.
Here's Davis. No good there. And so, Mike, the Bulls come out a
Let's try to
winner
get
here
that
tonight.
dunk.
A big victory for them against the Knicks.
And a triumphant return to New York City for Michael Jordan. Just a regular season contest, but having MJ back in the building certainly made this one feel special.
Clark, do you think this registers as an especially tough loss for the Knicks?
No question about it, Kevin. Always hard to lose a game at home, but you got to put it behind you. I know they're thinking ahead.
An emotional performance on Father's Day. Michael Jordan caps a record 72-win season. 72-win season. They didn't win. Did they go 72-10? No, they didn't. They only win 70-12, right? Cap a record 72-win season. I thought it was. Was it 72-10? I thought they went 70-12. Oh, Caps a record 70. Yeah, okay, so they did win 72 that season, and this caps his 4th winning title. Dedicating championship to his father, who passed away three years earlier. That's all we gotta get. So, win the game, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists, and 12 points. 9 rebounds is such a pain in the ass to get. It's such a pain in the ass to get. Alright guys, well we're going to end these videos right here. Hope y'all enjoyed it. I will see y'all next one. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe, hit that like button, turn on the post notification bell for me. Appreciate y'all. Thank you.